Hello, it's Rob here and welcome to the second of my parts bag build videos on my Tamiya TD4 Super Avante. I think we'll be starting off on step 39, so let's get straight into it then. 39 is making up and attaching the suspension link rods, and as you can see, that's how you make them up. You need parts A33, 2 off and 2 off of A3s, and you need to make 2 up, which I've already done. We also need parts B5, which is the body mount, which I've already installed as well. And then finally we need the turnbuckle that goes from the servo to the steering mechanism itself. So there we go, we're all done, and it's a simple case, he says, of just putting the connector onto the ball joint, but it's really hard. Oh, ow! And the other one, which is not so hard, is lining the servo up and then popping it over and putting your kind of weird R-clip through, and there we go. There's a little diagram here for the body mount to show you the orientation of which way to mount it, and we can carry on. Step 40 is making up front uprights for the steering, and you need to make a left and a right. So I'm going to do the left one, and we start off with the axle. In fact, I don't think I will, because we need a ball joint in here. Ooh, can't get my fingers around it. And it goes in the outer hole. There we go. And again, you need one of these dust covers over it. You can then take a 1050 bearing, pop it through the axle and pop it through. We then need part, no idea, C2, couldn't see it then, and you need to orientate it and then get a 3x8mm screw, and then parts A2 and A1 spacers. Check your orientation and screw that in, and from looking at this limits the steering, so I'm kind of assuming that at some point, if you wish, you can take one or more of those spacers out to give you more steering, but we'll do it stock for the minute. If you then spin that round like so, we can put the ball joint in the top here. And then something I forgot, this urethane bushing you have to cut in half, even though you get 2. And that pokes in like so. And again, check your orientation. like so, and like so, and then get your king pins which screw in to the outer C hub, and step 40 is done. Right folks, step 41 is attaching these front uprights. We're going to need one of these steel pins again. It's 2.6 by 27 mil, and that should just pop in there. I then need to get the upright and coax it in, and then just have a play about. I think it's gone in. Yay! And push it all the way in, and use one of these GPS headed 5mm 2.6 screws to hold the bar in, like that. And not forgetting your dog bone, we can then attach the upper turnbuckle, and there we have your things, uprights connected. But yeah, we're now ready for step 42, so I'll be back in a wee while. Step 42 is attaching the steering turnbuckles and the front mud guards, or do they call them fender stays. So we need two of parts D7, and they simply connect on here with two 2x5mm screws, but also we need to attach the turnbuckle there, just press fit, and then screw these mudguard holders brackets in place, 1 and 2, and then we just need to tighten them up. Right, step 43 is installing the electronics, and as you can see I've put a battery in so that I know exactly where or how much space I've got to play around with, and at the minute I'm thinking the ESC is going to go somewhere about here. My receiver I think can go there and won't be in the way. I can tidy all of that up. If we take that bit off, my bone of contention with Tamiya is the position of this on-off switch, which is just double-sided taped. Oh, you can't see because it's slid out. Basically it's just double-sided taped there, and you know, I don't know about you guys, but I've had other ones where you've double-sided taped it to the side of the chassis and it just comes off. So what I'm intending to try, at least, is I've drilled a couple of holes in the side here and the other side, which are slightly higher up, I think that's the word. Yeah, slightly higher up than the bottom of the switch. I'm going to use two black zip ties, cable ties, pass one through there. Again, I've got double-sided tape, so I'm going to stick it on, push that in there, and then see if I can tighten that up and hold that in place, and then see what I can do with all of this. So I'll stick that on and show you what I come up with. Well, there we go. I've got it all in place. I do think, if we have a quick look, that my little on-off switch mod is doing its job. It's holding it in place better at least. I've got black tie wraps holding the motor wires in place, but for me servos and signalling stuff, I've managed to get me little aluminium cable tidies, and these are the little beasts. And the good thing is, because they're aluminium and because they're cut out in the middle there, you can actually bend them. So this one here is actually bent round a curve that's where some of the gears are, I think. So I was just about to say we can go on to step 44, but as you can see, 44 is making up and painting the driver half figure. So I'm going to leave that and do that in the bodywork video. What I have done is screwed together parts K1 and B1, or K11 sorry and B1, just so that I could fit all of this in. So we'll turn the page and see what the next step is, because we've still got the wheels to put on if nothing else. Okay, the last two steps for this video I think are 45 and 46. Installing the front tyres onto the wheels, or both tyres onto the wheels, and then installing the wheels onto the chassis. So first off, yeah, smells really nice. There we have the 4 wheels and tyres ready to be installed, and this is basically the same as every other Tamiya model, apart from we have some C3 spacers that go on before the washer. So we pop the washer in. Did I say washer? I meant bearing. You knew what I meant. And then the bearing, and then if we can and the 12mm hex adapter, then the front wheel, and then surprisingly these anodised nylock nuts. So I'll get finishing them off, oops, and show you what it looks like with all 4 wheels on. Okay, so there she is, all finished off, one TD4 chassis with some rather psychedelic yellow wheels on and square spike tyres, which I do love. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope you can join me for the next video, which will be starting the bodywork. Thanks for watching, bye!